And we're back with Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations.
I'm alive, guys!
Starring Lawrence, which is that one.
My net's not dead.
I'm Rob, and we have the favourite, George.
Yes.
I mean, if he's actually their favourite, I don't actually know what who our viewers like more. I presume it'd be either you or George.
Probably. The only person I've heard ever be commented on is myself, and that was one commenter saying that I sound like an army commander.
That is true. I
didn't realise I carried that sort of aura.
You sound like an army. You know, you don't.
Actually, I commented on a video saying George sounds cool, so I got one too.
Christ.
This George guy sounds awesome. As I look at the username,
pretty cool. And I don't get shit.
Carry on.
Do you have another idea?
I simply feel there is something out of place in the scenario presented.
Did he die again?
Hope not.
Oh my god, he did!
Oh no! So before this episode, we were kind of joking about starting and wait until he was getting back at the end, but I guess that's going to happen again.
Yeah, especially because Lawrence's neck keeps dying. Well, we'll start the episode, so we have to finish it anyway. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than the lounge? This one.
Take that! I don't need to hear your wild desperation stories. Grasping for weeds, I think this is how you say it, yes?
I didn't mean to pull that piece out. It was simple, a slip of the hand, I assure you. I could have totally changed that aside. I didn't mean to pull my penis out.
I did, so your point?
These footprints, in which direction do you think these are headed? That would be the in-flight shop. Correct, they are headed in the direction of the shop.
But they look disconnected. They all end all of a sudden.
You are right to point out that they do not form one continuous trail to the shop. However, there is another piece of evidence that connects the shop to our crime scene. Besides the footprints, what else points to the in-flight shop? Mr. Iffy Piggy Bank! The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point. It only means we prepared it, taking from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you are innocent at all.
Is there no way to win with this man?
If I may...
Shut up!
You see... Well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh, and why would you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.?
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence.
Yes I was.
Come to think of it... Miss Tenero, when I found the body... I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then you were on the first floor?
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes, you seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now, is what I wanted to know.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
But what is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop?
No, I haven't forgotten.
But I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plane, so I think we're alright. What?
I am sad.
You're net dying, honest.
I don't know what's going on. Like, as in my sky is fine right now. Like,
It's fine. It means
well,
everyone
bad-
gets to hear more of my smooth, buttery Edgeworth voice.
Well, I prefer my voice clearly.
Clearly.
My voice of inferior quality. Come on.
Can we
I
talk
wouldn't say
about
it's
how
inferior.
Millie's mouth is help?
Meal.
Whatever.
Hey,
She's
sorry,
a
what were you saying?
snack. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What shit were you talking earlier?
What shit were we talking? What?
We were talking about each other's voices and
No, no.
voice act-
Yours is more common, so I'm pretty sure yours is more welcome.
Well, yeah, but yours is better, probably.
I played it for like one case, so you know. Anyway,
Huh? That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see?
No,
and
you
he
didn't.
said
He's
that
not, no,
he
he's not
didn't
here.
give
You
you
lied.
permission to do anything like that at all.
I said it's pretty sus. You were here this entire time. What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenero?
It means
It's
she's lying.
Tarantino.
Go on, admit that you are. You said that you had permission to search all over, but you don't, and yet here you are.
You, flight attendant, what are you trying to do? Fall the sheep over us?
Eh,
Curses!
He done did it.
oh, Jesus.
I thought I was the one who
Captain's
misreads
calling
lines.
for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Miss Tenero, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me.
Sad face.
It's like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I'll be your guide from now on.
My voice concerns me. I don't like this woman. There's also something about Miss Tenero that has piqued my curiosity.
And it's not her boobs.
But right now, investigating these, I mean, the in-flight shop is my top priority.
Well, we're just gonna go this way now.
Meanwhile, in the shop. So this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on, you can't clean up a potential crime scene.
Oh, thank goodness, I hate cleaning so much.
I mustn't rush things here. We mustn't be careless. Sorry, I'm just minding fucking dumb bathrooms, Chronicles. I must be cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at this crime scene. There's a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit. Big investigation. Now we'll
I
actually
believe
get to the tape. So?
I can't believe
Having
Mr.
me-
Iffy killed someone.
I don't know much about this shop, but you can still be asking me about whatever.
I don't want to ask you about anything. Fuck off. What are these?
Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it.
Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you would try, then buy. I mean,
In what universe do you fucking live in, Edgeworth?
You ever seen fucking? It's almost as if we're in the real world. I mean, you're 1 year before coronavirus, buddy.
Also, is that fucking Metroid?
What?
No, that's not Metroid. I'm thinking.
You know, Metroid's Nintendo, young.
Yeah, Metroid's Nintendo. It can't be a Cap. It can't be in a Capcom game. But like, look at the fucking balls next, just above the cracked glass.
The necklaces?
One looks like a fucking Doc Samus helmet.
It's a necklace, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I do see what you mean, though.
I see what you mean. Yeah, it's a necklace.
It's just sprite work is awful.
No way, but either way, it doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they boarded the plane? It's true.
Anyway, see that? Just look at all the Mr. Iffy heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't look like he's about to jump out at you.
It is suddenly making something jump inside my stomach.
Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined tastes. You look like you really wanted to get one. And I thought I was going to finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done, though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
Well, I never showed any interest in it to begin with.
It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Miss Tenero designed this travesty?
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Does that mean all the other competition were worse than this?
Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really
Savage.
have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so blah.
But, as I said, I wonder what the others look like. Miss Tenero designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Ah!
You okay?
No, I've lost my fucking arm! But otherwise I'm fine. Please watch yourself this minute.
It's just a flesh wound.
Letting a suitcase really roll around this has got to be a safety violation.
Safety violation.
This is a safety
Here, I'll
violation.
put it back.
Camera directing! You're the criminal! You're the criminal! She's the criminal. She tampered with the crime scene. The glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on the display inside either. Wait, actually I think there's something. What is this? A mini captain's hat. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Mew is holding on display here.
Haha, that's me.
Get the fuck out. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that?
Interesting. Right. We probably
I don't
need to
like you.
pass some logic.
I don't like you, random woman. Alright, it's obvious. Put the hat on the bear. The hat on Mr. Iffy. Give Iffy his hat. If he wants Leon's hat, give it back to him.
That's Captain Iffy.
Captain Iffy. The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see. That doesn't fit at all. This looks completely terrible. There's no way this hat could have been on the statue. Right. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it?
Really?
Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in the shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything?
What are you in charge of?
You don't want to know the answer to that question.
Good point. I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed.
Right.
I will rest. Until now, good night.
Sleep.
Robbie needs to deduce.
Oh, what?
The house was clearly broken or technically bank, blah 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 blah. But it's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus the glass broke rather than cleanly.
Ah!
What is it?
I touched the glass and it cut my finger.
Cry me a river.
It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth, it hurts.
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own.
Alright, deduce.
Unless she's hemophilic.
Is this? Don't you mean? What's it? Hemophobic, isn't it?
No, phobic is
It's hemophobia.
detract. Hemophilic is where you bleed a lot.
I don't know. Either or works. Either or works.
Hemophobic is fear of blood. So.
Yeah, hemophobia is a fever of blood, and then like whatever he said is apparently you bleed a lot of blood.
Bleed a lot of blood.
And hemophilia is an attraction to blood. Anyways,
That's where the term
definitely
hemophilics, by the way, comes from.
there is definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
About you, and also if the killer had broken this glass to get Mr. Iffy Pank.
You say I'm interesting, Edgeworth?
Sorry?
You said that I was interesting, Edgeworth?
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of my store.
This
This is
isn't
my
your
shop now,
store.
and I want you to get out.
Oh, okay.
There should be shards of glass in the case itself.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
Nope, no there isn't.
Are you just going to agree with everything I say?
Yes.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. This piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
Also, I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off of its head at the time, too.
That's nice.
Are you even paying attention?
No, not really.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Mr. Iffy from here after the turbulence. Take your power-ups on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen when I'm talking.
Ah!
That the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes, at this point, it's a very real possibility.
But then what if when the killer went to take Mr. Iffy, they broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, and it's highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh, and who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything.
Miss Rhoda Tenera, huh? Rotanoa. Logic. Let's see what's in here. So-
broken glass.
No,
Turbulence?
wait, back up. Maybe the suitcase moved because of turbulence, maybe? I don't know, like, is that important, yeah, or no?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Yes, there is definitely something wrong here.
What? Well, what's with the sudden yelling?
Tell me, Miss Meal, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure, they totally ooze strange, like the color and such.
That's not what I'm talking about. Now pay attention.
Okay. Ah, you're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
I am not sorry. Anyways, these suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
Enough shit talking. That's not what I meant, Miss Meal. Don't you find it unusual that these three cases are... I mean, this is three cases, I don't know why. That these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence. Never mind, I shouldn't find an answer by inspecting these myself. I'm talking to this dumb bimbo. Upon closer inspection, they are really quite hideous.
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she heard what you just said. What's wrong?
She makes a good point. I'm kind of an asshole. What's this? I spotted something that's not quite right. Hey Rob, do you know what's wrong? Can you please
fucking
spot the difference?
Blocks.
Guys, I think it's the flowers are suspicious.
That's
Rob,
very suspicious.
I know, Rob, it's meant to be the other one.
But
I know.
I don't think
I
it's
know.
strange at all.
Well, maybe not to that extent, because you're a dumb bitch that can't get it unless I point out obvious to you.
Jesus. Alright.
What is so... It's flowers, Rob, clearly. There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in...
As in... Now, get the fuck out of myself. There are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
And?
And so, it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit the turbulence. Let's take a close look at it, shall we? Let us open the suitcase. Examine it as well. Yeah, examine. It appears to be unlocked. Let's take a look and see what's inside.
Probably should switch the screens. There we go.
I mean, it looks different on your screen to us.
Yep.
A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
Grape juice.
Ah, it's blood.
Shit. And it appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. As a hotback.
Delicious.
So
And
explain
nutritious.
this to me. What does
No.
this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I'm not explaining it to you. I said no.
Come on, Edgeworth, you know you wanna.
I
The
don't.
magician never reveals his tricks.
What he said. It's pretty safe to say that the killer used his suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps.
But aren't you just talking about the cloth then?
That alone is too small. A large item would be needs to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe that your killer used this suitcase to transport is the body. Something that would fit into the suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it?
But...
Shut up, Fott. In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing, just that. I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something. Excuse me,
Now,
Mr.
please.
Edgeworth.
Throw it I presume.
Yes.
Yep.
I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up and return to your seat.
I understand his hesitance, however, I'm not allowed to complete my investigation. The crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. I must stop, and I insist that I be allowed to oversee the preservation of these two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds like fun, and we can camp out and watch over everything together. And maybe do other stuff.
I do not like being in this room alone with these two women, especially one of them. I really don't like this room. At all. Also, I like how you skipped the line so I couldn't read it properly.
That was your line. Too bad.
How does this line meant to make any sense? I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. Miss Tenero, on the other hand. And regarding what Miss Meals reminded me about Miss Tenero,
She's a
I
bitch.
can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light.
She's
Sorry.
a bitch.
Says the... Is that the kettle calling the pot black again?
I've been completely nice to you all day, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you talking about?
I don't trust you.
I trust me.
Of course you fucking do.
Help.
Meanwhile, oh shit, the guys, it's salmonella.
Oh my god, it is! Holy shit!
He's there, guys.
What's he doing here?
He's eating or writing, I don't know. But he's it's salmonella, dude. There's a guy who's down on his luck on the top right. There's a kid looking at a plane. There's a woman who's got like a suction pack serving cakes, and a man who really cannot decide if he wants to buy what she's selling.
What's that marzipan from here?
And Edgeworth staring at it all like, what have I done to deserve this? I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Tenero and Miss Mio, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I was able to talk with Miss Tenero in private. So I'm left wondering just what she's up to. What did she do and what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. Oh shit, no.
I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth.
From two bitches to another bitch. Franziska, I thought you were still in Germany.
Yes, but I run several countries to see you. I go where I am needed. And wherever
Please,
there are criminals to be caught.
Please, Franziska, I have already dealt with two women today. Please. Please. Her name is Franziska von Karma.
I'm adorable.
bitch. The daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. One that whips too many people. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are.
Don't you try to flatter me, Maz Edgevas. I'm placing you under arrest.
What?
It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day. When a disciple of the House of von Karma would become a criminal, have you no shame?
Wait, it has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. Also, what kind of venue do you want your revenge?
Courtroom.
I suppose, but they're the same side.
House are not bedroom, I get it.
Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say, we've already got 3 women, calm down.
A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death.
Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed a man?
I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then.
That's how it should be.
Ha! I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for.
Well, your perfection has already gone bollocks face up after game 2, but alright.
I have to get going, the crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town!
Jimmy, I have no intention to.
Detective Gumshoe!
Yes, sir.
Also, I like how you skip around here.
Too slow!
Oh.
Listen up, I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand?
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him?
A simple yes or no, detective.
Yes, sir. Understood.
look at his pose.
Yeah, you just leave it to me.
He's saying on his foot, like Christ.
Miles Edgevas, if you interfere with my investigation, I will arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me.
What a bench, right?
I know.
But good to see you anyway. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay.
Gumshoe, I am glad you are here right now. I've had a terrible day.
Well, I've never heard that before. But
I know. That's how bad of a day it was.
You can lean on me. I'll get you through this.
I need you right now, Gumshoe. I have to admit I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well, in that case I have a few questions for you.
Oh no.
I'm about to beat you up.
No, I didn't do anything, I promise.
Gumshoe, I'm cutting your salary. Already.
Oh, not again.
Sorry, so how is the initial investigation going?
Yeah, we just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. Words are hard. And we're taking statements now, sir.
And this is why your salary keeps getting cut. Learn to read. Hey, that sounds like Francisca. She's always good at quick responses to a case.
I said she was a little too quick, sir.
The ghost is back from the dead, I think.
Boom.
Yeah, he is. Oh, how so?
I rushed over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir.
Affair?
I don't want to talk about it.
Which affair are we talking about?
Yeah, pass. This time out when I got here, Miss Von Kammer was already barking out orders at everyone. It's kind of creepy, you know. Yeah, as I thought she would,
As though
she knew there had been a murder or something. Sorry, sir, I don't have a more voice. And had you come in advance to await your flight's arrival?
That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. But I still don't know why she's here in America. There must be some backstory to all of this.
So America exists, but like random made-up countries.
This is Japan America.
Jamaica.
Japan America. California, but it's like a bunch of rice balls. Like, eat your hamburgers.
Japanifornia.
Yeah, but eat a bear, but Robbie, eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
Miss Von Karma. Oh wait, that's Comes from cutting your salary for that.
Oh, wasn't even my fault.
Yeah, I'm blaming you for it.
Mr. Montgomery just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, so.
About a week ago.
Something about clashing down leads relating to
Clashing?
Yes.
You heard what I said.
No details.
It's kind of a top secret, you know. So you can't talk about it, even with me, sir.
Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part was stopped her from talking to you, detective. Although I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine.
Anyway, that's all we have all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate.
It is high time to return to my investigation. Voice crack. It's time to be talking to people involved in this case afresh. But first, before we get back in, salmonella. Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man somewhere before.
In Soviet Russia, world flag lunchboxes eat Jew.
He's F.
Oh, no. Mr. Jeff, we gotta get him some water.
Found it, lol. Oh, I feel a wave of creative powers coming on. That's over 9,000, lols. For my next lead movie, it's gonna be the Steel Samurai Warrior Emil Oda Tokyo versus the World Samurai Champion of Earth. It's gonna rock soar so many boxers.
Help.
You haven't seen Game 1, Case 3, have you?
You need to definitely watch it. Fuck me.
If not, George, we can play it together at some point. I got this trilogy on my Switch.
Oh god.
Good thing it was a false alarm, right, Mr. Jeff?
So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie.
Completely ignoring me as usual.
I see what the other guys have to say.
Nah, that's fine. We're done for now.
I guess we'll get them later.
We'll see you guys next time on Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations. See you around.
Bye.